Oh, how much time do we have?
And then I press this button.
Probably
60,
not much then. I was just getting out into the breeze.
Countdown to the Slade and Mayson show. 5, 54. This continues to be a countdown to the Slade and
I like
Mayson
to
show.
count.
50, 49, 48. You're listening to the countdown to the Slade and Mason show. 45, 44, 43. This is the continued countdown to the Slade and Mason show.
That's right. Technically, this is our
38
Halloween.
right now. 37. You're listening
Oh,
to the
that is
countdown
our Halloween
to the
show. That's
Slade
right.
and Mason show. 33. Please stand
32.
by.
Boo.
You're listening to the countdown to the Slade and
Who you
Mason
call?
show. 27. This is, of course, the countdown to the Slade and Mason show. 23. 22. We continue 21 with the countdown to the Slade and Mason show. 18. 17. Stand by. 16. As we
Stop
are
it.
now delivering
Don't
the
get me going.
countdown to the Slade and Mason show. 12. 11. Yes. 10. This is our countdown to the Slade and Mason 7. Show. 6.
Fire and pitchforks.
5, 4. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Now broadcasting from the Dan Mason Studios, deep in the heart of Virginia. It's the Slade and Mason Show.
Wait, I got stuff.
Hi, I'm JD Slade.
I'm Dan Mason,
and this is the Slade and Mason Show.
Oh, God, I'm thinking of stuff. All right, good morning, good morning, Mr. Slade.
Good morning, Mr. Mayson. You see, again, you got to stop. I can't talk to you anymore before
This
the
is
show.
terrible. This is terrible. I got, hold on. I got, oh, let me get this out of the way first. All right. Oh, God. The Slade and Mason Show is all about you and us. It's like a radio program. Shut up. Shut up. I'm reading. They can't hear you when I'm talking. Over.
Over.
Oh, God. It's like a radio program where we share with you news stories and things that we see throughout the week. It's our take on it. Basically, we're saying things you're thinking, but you'd rather not hear on the radio. We're just having... We're just having fun, so don't take it too seriously. Just enjoy. All the music you hear is brought to you by Dano Music. Dano Music, because we're cheap, and
well, most of the music is
most of the music, unless we tell you otherwise. And of course, go check our picture from 2016 on the Instagram on Slade Mason Show. Should still be there, and we are available on Spotify. We're available on that Android thing, whatever they have, and Apple doesn't like us anymore. Yeah.
Doesn't like us. We're still not on Apple?
No. But we are on YouTube, and of course they can go to olfw.com, which is probably how they got here. And make sure you tell your friends, neighbors, cops. Tell people, look, also, go back and listen to the older episodes. They're just as funny as this one. Well, maybe funnier, but
because we were finding our way when we did the earlier shows.
Oh my gosh, yes. And now I think we've arrived. Why do we punish ourselves every week and do this?
I still think that the best show that we ever did was the one after my car got repoed.
Oh, there have been a lot of good shows after that. All right. And as always, we are brought to you by I See Something Icy. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Now, I had to throw it up here because I'm seeing it everywhere. I'm going to say it again. Here we go. I'll ruin my voice. It is back! I can't believe it's back! Okay, as you know, McDonald's has everywhere. It's their McRib, which I've talked about at length about how it's constructed, and we really don't want to get to the gruesome, grisly details. No pun intended. Yes, pun intended. But what's interesting is I didn't realize that one of the reasons that it's back is because of Donald Trump. Yes, Donald Trump is the cause indirectly, because we're not trading with China. Do you know one of the largest exported items we export to China?
Chicken nuggets?
It's back! Oh my God! Oh, are you close? You are so close.
Second, Dan. Before you, after you give us the funny answer that you're looking for,
yes,
you might want to recap just exactly how that McRib.
No. They have to go back and listen to their 2 episodes back. They had that's your homework assignment, ladies and gentlemen. You go back and listen to the older episodes. But
it's well worth it.
Oh my gosh! But here's the dealio: we have a glut of pork here in the United States. More specifically, we have pork bellies, the likes of which we haven't seen since like 1948. So bacon prices are going to drop like a rock because they don't know what to do with all this pork. So that's why McDonald's has been buying it, and the McRib is probably here to stay for a while. So Merry Christmas, everybody.
No 6-week limit on these, boy, I'll tell you.
No, they're going to be here for a long, long time. Yes, they are. So that I wanted to get that out of the way. I know you got your rant. So
yes, I do. But it's not so much a rant as it is keeping in the spirit of the holidays. Hey, you like my funky ghost?
Very repetitive.
Yeah, baby. Darkness falls across the land. The midnight hour is close at hand. Creatures call in search of blood to terrorize your neighborhood. And whoever shall be found without the soul getting down must stand and face the hounds of hell. And not inside a corpse's shell. The foulest stench is in the air, the funk of 40,000 years. And grisly ghouls from every tomb are closing in to share your doom. And though you fight to stay alive, your body starts to shiver. For no mere mortal can resist the evil of the Thriller.
Burma shave.
For those of you who do not remember, when you rode along the roadside years ago, you had these series of signs. And it would always be, do your best, be the one, have some fun, Burma shave. Is that close?
Girls like men with clean faces. Make sure your hands and faces. Burma shave. So as you were reading that, I was thinking, Burma shave.
And it fits the evil of the Thriller, Burma shave.
Burma shave.
Well, it is Halloween season, brother. Now, before I get started on, and this is not a rant, like I say, this is going to be fun.
But we call it an observation.
This morning, and where in Africa were you when you shot this morning's video? It had to be Africa because there were no lights anywhere, and I could have swore I heard. I mean, I'm just curious. Well, and how did you get back to the Dan Mayson studios?
So that is my morning walk with the Diggity Dog. Yeah. So, and let me tell you, even though my hand is covered with a plastic bag, finding that morning poo is a bit of a challenge.
I just had the picture of me seeing you you're what, 6'1"?
Mm-hmm.
And I just see you bending over, feeling around, groping around with your little plastic bag covered hand.
Well, fortunately, it's nice and warm. I can find it that way.
All right. So as I was saying, it is Halloween. Halloween is coming up this coming Friday.
Yep.
Are you in the dozens of children going out?
So they haven't really told me what they want to be for Halloween. If they are going to be something for Halloween, I don't know. So it's hard for me to. I don't know. They. One child.
Wait a minute. I have to preface this. This is one of those that's going to really make you sad because then you will find out that Dan is a divorced parent.
Yeah, this is my Halloween. But here's the deal. My middle child wants to go as oh shoot, now I can't think of a Daft Punk. Okay? Which means he has to have a helmet.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, he mentions this like 2 weeks beforehand. Now, helmets run like $300-400.
Not if you go to the Goodwill.
Yeah, well, guess what? They don't have them at Goodwill.
Salvation Army?
Yeah, they don't have them at Salvation Army.
Rob the high school?
Yeah. I'm thinking about it. Hey, he was going in for a Starbucks. I didn't take the motorcycle. I just took the device on top there. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Oh, my. Okay.
Oh, my gosh. So, yeah.
You got a cop's helmet?
Nope.
Oops.
Nope.
Has he got a helmet?
Nope.
Oops.
So I don't know what he's gonna. I don't know what he's gonna be for Halloween.
Okay, let me think. Now,
all right, you think. Anyway, so
I might help you out.
Well, there are designs online to make a helmet from scratch.
And how long does this process take?
About 3 months.
So he'll be ready by New Year's.
Yeah, maybe. Now, here's an interesting thing that's going on here. Vape is in the news again. Vaping.
All right, can I take a serious note 1 minute here?
Sure.
All right, again,
Don't make it too serious because this is the Slade Mayson Show.
I am a man of worldly experience, and I will admit to having used vaping products. and the vaping products I use because I haven't smoked cigarettes in years. But of course it happens to be of the THC. yeah, that's it. All right. But it's like, so I was using I've had my own vape pen for years. I only used it a couple of times, but it's like ever since these stories came out, the last time I used it was, I think probably 3 months ago, because it's like, I developed this pain and I thought, wow, yeah, this doesn't belong here.
Nope.
And then I started reading, and then I started, of course, covering, and then I started hearing stories about what was going on with vaping products. And let me say this, ladies and gentlemen, the first purpose of vaping was to try and wean people off of cigarettes.
Yep.
But how do you wean someone off of cigarettes if you're steadily loading nicotine into them, like the patch?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, the point is that thanks to the street pharmacologists, and that's I'm talking about street dealers, whatever they put into these little tubes, besides the THC, is one of the problems that is monkeying with people. And now I think there are 49 people across the country who have died. Now, that is not to say that it is totally the responsibility of THC vaping products. But however, there are a large number of the folks who have left this mortal plane who were using the THC vape.
Yep.
Word to the wise, sufficient. Again, like I say, I laugh and joke about, again, drug consumption all the time. But, this is something that is really, really serious. And if you're doing it, your best bet is to try and stop. If you can't stop, there are numbers that you can call where you won't go to jail for your calling. And that's my public service announcement.
Great. So,
Dan,
whatever.
Dan,
so,
did you hear that? Great.
So, the interesting thing is, do you know when the first vape device was designed?
No.
This could blow your brains away. 1927.
Really?
Joseph Robertson created the electronic vaporizer specifically for cigarette replacement. Patent number 1775947 for you patent geeks. The difficulty was it was something you had to plug into a wall, and he did have a battery series one, but it never came to fruition. The next one that was truly portable was in 1963. It was patent number 3200819. The guy is still alive. He's 88 years old. And he says, look, the reason I created the vape device was not so people can continue smoking. It was to get people off of smoking cigarettes. Yep. But it was 2007 that a chemist in China. So, guys, really? Think about where this came from. The chemist in China started producing the first vape juice, and that was it. 12 years, here we are.
Now people are dying.
And so I didn't want to make this like a very sad thing, but we just need to educate ourselves a little bit here and realize that it ain't happening. So. And then you'll wind up dead. And then, think about it. You'll see only after you're dead a bunch of live presidents. Because really, isn't that all the live presidents do now? They just go to like dead politicians' funerals. Isn't it? I mean, what does Barack Obama do? Jimmy Carter. Who we got? George Bush Jr.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Bill Clinton. I mean, that's all they do. They go to like, dead politicians' funerals. Oh, there's Jimmy Carter. Looks pretty good, don't you think?
I'll tell you what, Jimmy Carter is 94 years old, and that dude is still hanging in there, baby.
Yeah, I think he like lost his spleen or something. I forget what happened to the guy. He's just, all these body parts have fallen off of him, but yet there he is, hammering away, building houses. Hey, it's pretty cool.
He still looks like he's got somebody else's teeth in his mouth.
They want him back, though.
So now, of course, with all this stuff about vaping, mm-hmm. What do you think the next thing is?
Are
you ready?
Go ahead.
You're not going to guess. I'm going to tell you.
Vaping may cause death. You may be entitled to damages.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
Listen. It's like it's already done. It is already done. Listen,
wow.
You can get a free legal consultation or call us at.
Wow.
As of October 2019, 34 deaths had been attributed to vaping-related lung injuries. I always see this guy, and there's a reason that I know of him. America's eyes are opening to the deception and negligence employed by vaping companies who use tactics reminiscent of the big tobacco companies of years past. Why file a vape lawsuit? Well, because it may cause severe health risk, including death, lung injuries, seizures, and strokes. Okay. So,
yeah, time for Jewel to lawyer up, I think.
Now, let me just tell you, you know who's starting this lawsuit?
The American Tobacco Association.
Oh, no. Sokolov Love. Sokolov Love. Now, the reason that name is supposed to be familiar to you, Mr. Mayson, is because who is representing the President of the United States in all these lawsuits? Sokolov Law.
Pepe Le Pew, de l'état façon.
So, like I say, I made the mistake. It's like I knew this was going to happen, and I just jumped on it a little too late.
Yeah.
There's my next big $1 million idea. I guess I'm going to have to sue Sokolov Love for a contract infringement or something.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's something else that's going on. I can't make this stuff up. We have an opioid overdose problem here in the United States.
Dave's not here, man.
It's huge. It's huge. It's amazing.
It's It's the greatest. It's the greatest opioid addiction problem that we've had ever in this country. It's the greatest.
We don't have small opioid problems. We have huge. Look at my hands. Huge problems. In any event, this is really bizarre, and I can't even make this stuff up because of the opioid overdose problem. We now have a bounty of kidneys and livers for transplants. It is the most bizarre thing on the planet.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can get your kidneys for a little while. Waving eye machine now.
During crazy Eddie's kidney transplant days.
Our prices are insane.
Available in 15 great locations. So evidently, a lot of these livers, for instance, are filled with hepatitis C
because they're drug addicts.
But they, God, we are going straight there, man. But apparently, because of the boon of all these kidneys and livers, and no one's there to claim the bodies, they kind of harvest them, and they, okay, Mrs. Kowalski, we have some great news for you. We've cured your cancer. Great. However, you've got hepatitis C, and you got venereal disease, and a couple other things. We're going to get you some shots. You're going to be out of here a couple months. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Oh, my God.
I can't make that stuff up. This is crazy. This is crazy. So that's what's going down. So the other thing is opioids, they've been around since dirt was rock, but they can be beneficial. Okay? It's just that
helped a lot of my Saturday nights. Oh,
no, behave yourself. When done in moderation, and when done with a doctor's note or 12, they can really be beneficial. So, to absolutely remove opioids from the United States of America, that's a bad idea. That's a really bad idea.
Hey, Dan.
Yeah.
You know, I think I'm feeling a little ill. I'm going to go home for a second.
Ow, I stubbed my toe. I have to go see the doctor. Feeling better?
Yeah.
That's great. Oh, my.
All right, now, before you go and push the button, because I know you're already looking at it.
We're getting close. We got about 6 minutes.
All right, but listen. Here is the other thing that in this Halloween season, you know, this is the one time a year where you can get away with begging for all the candy you want. And if you happen to be in an altered state, man, you are in heaven. Candy.
Yeah.
I'm done. Chocolate, Tootsie Roll, Snickers bars. Get that.
Yes, deliciousness. Yes, I did purchase. I purchased it off of Amazon. It was a one-day special. It's like 367 pieces for like $9.99 or something like that. That bag is still whole, unopened, locked in the pantry. Haven't opened it, and that will be opened up.
And here's the nice thing about me. Because I go to bed so ridiculously early, I don't have to worry about seeing little munchkins standing on my porch begging for candy.
Yeah, I was going to ask you.
Hey, no, sir, because like I say, I'm going to be asleep by 6 o'clock.
Where's your pumpkin?
In the pie.
Oops. Hey, you went a little too far with the carving there.
Hey, you know, no, like I say, and people tease me all the time. They go, "Oh man, aren't you going to be awake with little kitties?" Nope. Well, why don't you just leave them? Nope.
Why don't you just leave? I know where you're going with that one. Yeah. So about 8 years ago, this is back when we were, and then, so I wasn't home from work yet, and the other half went to take the kids out for Halloween trick-or-treating and decided to leave the bowl with all the candy in it with a note that said, "Take one."
Yeah, she know nothing about the honor system.
Came back about 5 minutes later to get a flashlight.
And they're all
The
gone.
bowl was gone. And
bowl
so was the candy. So, let me tell you a little something about the honor system.
Hey, listen, I've worked in businesses where in the lunchroom they've got those little snack honor. There's never anything in the racks, and there is never any money in.
Oh, man. Well, we've had, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I've worked at companies like that, too. You kind of hit the box, and it's like, king, king, king. There's 2 coins in there, like, all the bars are gone. Yeah,
2 pennies in there.
Yeah, we have a dispensary at our work, and there's the puffed rice Asian spicy, and then there's the wasabi burn your mouth until next Thursday, and then there's the organic whatever, and then in the center one, every once in a while they put like chocolate covered peanuts and or chocolate covered almonds. And that bin is empty in about 5 minutes. It's like the hordes come out.
Stuff is all piled up.
People around walking around shaking, it's great. I know what you're talking about. Let's see, looking at the clock. We're good. So apparently there's this major White House announcement coming out today.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It's going to be huge. We don't know what it's about.
I can't wait.
It's going to be huge.
It's coming up probably in the next half hour, according to our time, local time, yes.
It's going to be fantastic.
Oh,
Can't
well,
wait.
okay. Yeah, that's going to be.
We're not going to hint. You have to come find out.
It's going to be the greatest announcement
Greatest
ever made.
announcement ever made. I got a job someplace else. It's going to be a Dairy Queen. I get all the drinks I want for free. It's going to be fantastic. Hey, how would you like to live in Sacramento, California?
Sacramento, that's the capital.
Right now. How would you like to live there right now?
Why would I want to live there now?
Well, we would not be able to do the Slade and Mayson show right now.
Why?
Not unless you had a generator.
Oh, that's right, because they've cut the power out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that because, it's funny because, I'm a big cartoon fan.
Mhm.
So on one episode of Family Guy, this big mega store, we won't call it Mall Tarts, but it's a big mega store, comes in and they make all these allowances for this big mega store, including the ability to cause the town of Quahog to have rolling blackouts so that their air conditioning system would work.
Yeah.
So yeah, this rolling blackout thing. I have some friends that live in Compton, man. It's like if they could get up that way, it's like they could really clean up.
It's very. Gosh, on that note.
Thank goodness for this break.
1349 Birdwell Drive.
We
They got
will
lots
return
of stuff.
to the Slade and Mayson Show.
Today in history, October 27th, 1710, we see the Saracen invasion of Sardinia, where they were greatly surprised at seeing nothing more than a bunch of fish. 1682, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania is founded, and then they install that really cool love sign up there. 1904, the first underground New York City subway line opens. The system becomes the biggest in the United States and one of the biggest in the world. Until a bigger one came along. 1961, NASA tests the first Saturn I rocket in which they call it the Mission Saturn Apollo 1. Instead of just one lower rocket, they have a cluster of them wrapped around. Hey, I think my kids do that with Legos. 1964, Ronald Reagan delivers a speech on behalf of Republican Democratic presidential nominee Barry Goldwater. The speech is known to have launched his political career and has become known as the time for choosing. Actually helped Barry Goldwater gain $1 million in campaign funds. He lost anyway, though. So much for that. And finally, 1994, Halley's 229b is the first substellar mass object to be unquestionably identified. Now, mind you, this is not a planet they found. This was actually a smaller sun orbiting around another smaller sun. Technically a brown dwarf, although too small to sustain hydrogen-burning nuclear fusion as the main sequence star. It has a mass of 20 to 50 times that of Jupiter, but it's still too massive to be a planet. And its core temperature is about that of, 940 degrees Kelvin. So probably not the best vacation spot there is. I'm Dan Mayson, and that's October 27th.
Guten Tag. When you're looking for the very best in German outfits for the Third Reich, think of Heinrich. At Heinrich, we carry the very best in starch, wool, and hair. Don't buy things off of eBay. These are made by little peasant girls and boys from previously occupied France. We'll be back to France soon. No, ours are made of the finest Nazi materials. Oh, and by the way, if you need a swastika sticker, we got it all. Wouldn't that look lovely on the side of your new staff car? At Heinrich's, we have the latest selection in military wear for the next uprising. Also, we have an amazing blowout of items from our former Soviet bloc friends, so if you're into black and green, we got your colors. Heinrich has it all. We also have cyanide pills, 12 for $3. That's a real steal. Also, ask about our redneck room, and for your South of the Mason-Dixon line of friends, we'll hook you up. Come on down to Heinrich's, and for all your neo-Nazi needs, you'll be glad you did.
To go to when a feller needs a friend who can sew and mend, who's got dough to lend, who can cook without a book, a strudel or a pie. Tell me who sees me through when I need an alibi. My mother-in-law, she's quite a gal, never a crossword, always a pal. My mother-in-law, you bet your life, makes the bed, bakes the bread, better than my wife. To go to when a feller needs a friend who can sew and mend, who's got dough to lend, who can cook without a book, a strudel or a pie. Tell me who sees me through when I need an alibi. My mother-in-law, she's quite a gal, never a crossword, always a pal. My mother-in-law, you bet your life, makes the bed, bakes the bread, better than my wife. bet your life. Makes the bed, bakes the bread better than my wife.
Sadly, we must now return you to the Slade and Mayson Show.
You know,
Absolutely speechless.
You know, one of the worst meals I ever had.
What is that?
Okay, a former employer.
Was it at Pouchies?
No, it was Sean Dick.
Go on.
So Sean decided he was going to take us out for this fancy dinner.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder, should I mention the name of the restaurant?
No, it was a restaurant.
It was a restaurant
Mm-hmm.
that specialized in Bavarian food.
Mm-hmm.
That was the worst garbage I have ever seen put on a plate and served to anybody to talk about eating. I mean, it was just, it looked like I had gotten a bowl of something that somebody had chewed up some cabbage and threw up in the bowl.
That's awesome. Maybe it was leftover from Heinrich's World War II leftover meals.
Awful. It was awful. And that's what reminded me when our new sponsor's ad ran,
Yeah.
All right, I got a couple of stories for you.
So let me finish up real quick. So that was My Mother-in-Law Polka by Joey Prince and his accordion and his orchestra, headed off by Tommy Gaylord and Johnny Gibbia. That is in commemoration of today, which is Mother-in-Law Day.
I used to watch the RFD network, and they have the greatest lineup of shows because right next to Cow Journal, there's the Big Joe Polka Show. I used to love watching the Big Joe Polka Show. I got the same sick thrill that I would get when I would watch the Lawrence Welk Show.
Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. All right, real quick. We are brought to you by I See Something Icy, I See Something Icy, Shaved Ice and Treats, brought to you by my buddy Sheila Keenan. They are available at www.icey something, SOMETHINICEY.com.
Not what?
Calm.
Calm.
Okay. Yes. Now, they do catering for birthday parties, corporate events, your church social, fundraisers, anything you need. We've had them a few times over where I work. I know today's a little bit cool and blistery. Actually, it's pretty windy outside. I don't know what that's all about. But anyway, they're still around, 804-617-8827. Look, they can even do like a fall block party. The moms and dads will come out with their little shots of tequila poured on top of the treats. Hey, that's up to you. But quite a deal. 807-617-8827. That's 804-617-8827. That is I See Something Icy. And, give them a call. Tell them you heard them on the Slade and Mayson Show.
Rum.
He brought this icy, yummy treat. Yum. All right.
Yes, holidays are coming, ladies and gentlemen. Don't get left out in the cold. You get it? I see something icy.
Yeah, I like what you did there. I saw that thing. Yeah.
That's the turn of the phrase.
Yeah.
All right, a couple of stories for you real quick.
Okay.
You are a father, a proud father, and
Yes.
I am as well.
Yes.
Latin Times claims that a 73-year-old man is suing the royal family because he claims he's the illegitimate grandson of King Edward VIII.
Well, get in line.
Francois Gathereau wants Queen Elizabeth to take a DNA test so he can prove that he is part of the royal family and entitled to their wealth, land, and an official title.
Mm-hmm.
Queen Elizabeth has ignored Francois' request. He claims his grandmother had an affair with King Edward VIII. Francois says his father, Pierre, was born out of that affair. I got it already. Are you ready? Next on the the Maury Povich Show. You are not the father.
I'm Batman.
What are you doing here? I've been tracking Russian weapons coming into Venezuela. Oh, here we go. You will not hear about this on the news, because we'll already be dead. We need to find out the truth. They don't call you right boy for nothing.
Oh, wait. That was me. Sorry about that. Sometimes you so I try to get these stories loaded, and sometimes they have like these ads that run. I'm sorry.
Yeah. All right, so just imagine Maury going, King Edward VIII, you are the father. Ooh. And Francois be just dancing. I told you. Ooh, 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 ooh. All right, and here's the other story I was going to pass along because there's always a downside. NBC says that the state of Florida is forcing Joseph Sanawa of St. Augustine, Florida, to pay child support for a child that is not his. You see, it's like when you go and do stupid things like just sign birth certificates because you think.
Yeah.
He signed the birth certificate because he believed he was the child's biological father. Now, here are two things of wisdom that you're going to pick up from this. A DNA test proved otherwise. Joseph went to court with the DNA test in order to have his child support stopped. Florida's Department of Revenue appealed the decision by the judge and says Joseph must continue paying $83 a month until the matter is resolved. The state says Joseph's on the hook for that child support because he signed the birth certificate. I can already see how the chick got him. Oh, hey, baby, would you give me your autograph? Okay, yeah, baby.
Right, sure, baby. Here we go. Yeah, you go.
There you go. Now he's on the hook. Like I say, watch what you sign. Read everything you sign.
Hey, have you left the country yet? Do you have a passport? Have you ever left the United States?
No. Are you kidding?
Well, if you do ever get a passport, and
I'm never going to get a passport.
If you do get a passport, when you do get a passport,
they're going to have to throw me out.
Well, when the Slade and Mayson show gets on the road and you need a passport, let's make sure we don't visit Thailand. Thailand, yes. So apparently, Thing Ya Sopyayan, who's 70, she was suffering from severe goiter, which would kill us in this industry because basically your throat, you
look like a bullfrog.
Yeah, basically the whole thing just puffs up, gets infected, and she stopped breathing October 20th, Sunday, October 20th, and she was pronounced dead. So the doctor let the family take the body for a Buddhist funeral, and they put her in a coffin, and they took her to the temple and left her there for the 3 days. The casket was unloaded from the hearse October 23rd, and they took her. So the next step is to do the cremation. So they were getting the body ready, and one of the last things you do is the husband, Tawan Saporn, traditional. You take a damp flannel cloth and you wash the face of the dead person. However,
you know that since it's been dead a couple of days, the dirt is probably just gathered around him.
Yeah, they just wipe off the dirt and whatever. But anyway, so there they were. They were all like wiping her down, and they noticed she was breathing, and her eyes flickered. So they, I guess, put the fire out, and they called their paramedics. They performed CPR. And so, I don't know. Do you get a refund if the person comes back to life? So if you want to buy, is there like a 30-day money back guarantee? I mean, you've been in the industry before. I mean, someone comes out of the coffin, hey, I know we're going to use it and everything because like he was dead, but he's not dead anymore. Can you get a refund on coffins?
Wonderful thing about the way we do things here in the United States because you can bet that sucker's gonna be dead.
Yeah, it's very different. Yes.
he ain't gonna have nothing but a little fluid running through him. That again, it ain't gonna be blood.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I mean, I have seen some really weird things because it's like there was. I'm not gonna tell you who the funeral home was.
That's
but
okay.
It's like there was a guy. He was too tall for the casket, and so we broke his legs so that we could fit him in the casket.
I got some news for you. Most funeral homes do that.
Oh, really?
They have to.
I didn't know that.
They have to.
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's standard. That's standard operating procedure.
So now, okay, wait a minute.
Wait,
Okay,
they
so
got more
when you
stories then.
Now, when you go to the afterlife now, of course, your eyes have been donated.
Yeah.
All your innards have been donated.
It's great.
And then your legs have been broken too.
Can't
You're going to be a mess when you get where you're going.
Can't walk. Shoulders dislocated. Your mouth is sewn shut. Can't talk. This is not going to be a great ride.
Ooh, man.
Oh, my God.
All right. Okay. I have my weekly report.
Go.
Yeah, why is America so doggone fat?
Because
Well,
we eat
I'm
food.
I'm going to give you some very classic examples as to why. These are products that are on the shelf right now, and you can pick them up whenever you want to.
It's back!
7-Eleven is now serving a new Slurpee flavor called Watermelon Lime Fire.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy, that just sounds so delicious.
I'll take
And
three.
those of you who just can't stand not having your Mountain Dew, 716 Candle Company is selling a Mountain Dew flavored candle for $15.
Oh, my God.
Here we go. Here we go. Walmart getting into the holiday spirit by selling Elf on the Shelf sugar cookie cereal.
Oh, my gosh.
$3.64 a box. Bustle magazine claims mint chocolate Twinkies to hit store shelves ahead of the holidays. They got a chocolate sponge cake that's filled with mint chocolate cream. One box costs you $3.
Chocolate cream pop.
All right, let's see here. McDonald's drive-through lines have dropped by 20 seconds in the last 3 months. You know why? Because it's back!
It's back!
Oh, boy, we are never going to get McDonald's on the air here.
Okay.
All right, let's see here. People are rushing to Popeyes to try their new pumpkin cream cheese pie.
Get the...
Ew. OCN claims that Beetlejuice Frappuccinos are available on Starbucks' secret menu. The drink's made with a vanilla bean Frappuccino base, mocha drizzle, matcha powder, whipped cream, and green sprinkles. Some barristers are drawing Michael Keaton's Beetlejuice character on plastic cups, just to make it even more fun and entertaining so that you will enjoy being fat. Here we go, one more. Aldi is going to sell a Thanksgiving ravioli. Each ravioli is packed with turkey, cranberry, stuffing, and cheese. A package of turkey cranberry ravioli costs $2.99. It'll be available starting on November the 6th. Delish magazine claims it is over 1,000 times easier to prepare the ravioli than an entire Thanksgiving meal. And why are we the fattest people on the planet?
Because we're eating lots of food. It's delicious, delicious food. Yummy.
And like I said, this is just what I've gotten this week, and I haven't even got everything that's come out this week.
Mm-hmm. Now, so people know, we talk throughout the week. And
I tried, but you just won't stop talking to me.
I keep calling you, and you keep answering the phone. All right. So this past week, I had a thought, and I wanted to share it with you, and then we talked. I guess Weird Al Yankovic's birthday just turned up, and I've realized he's just a couple years older than I am. And this is what I want to talk about. It's really interesting that you get older, and you think back to like your heroes, and you think, wow. I'm thinking, Weird Al. Here's this guy. He's already released like 3 albums, and I'm like 18, 19 years old, and I'm thinking, man, this guy's like, what was I doing during that time? I'm busy trying to find like dirty magazines, and he's busy cutting albums. It's like my life took a totally different direction from it. So
He's not here, man.
I just don't get it. Like you go like, wow, man, he's all like a year older than I am. How did he do that? So some people have like connections or, they get the Dr. Dementos of the world. Yeah.
Okay. See, again, I do understand because it's like, I always considered myself a pretty decent singer, and I just knew that I was going to be the next Beatle. And I don't know where. Well, then I realized that you got to do a whole lot to become a famous musician. A whole lot. You also got to have money behind you. Flag, you're a high-flying flag.
Yeah, and you also have to hold a note. So the other thing is,
so again, but my life turned because I found another profession so that I can live vicariously through all these famous acts.
Yeah.
And I have control over them.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way I get through this life, telling myself that what I chose as a profession is an honorable one.
All right. So we are on a mission now. Nobody knows this yet. Now I'm going to share that. We're on a mission. We're going to get we need to get a guest on. Not just any guest. This has to be like a famous guest. Like we can get like Weird Al on. That'd be cool. Or we can get
You tried Chevy Chase.
Chevy Chase. He wouldn't call me back. So we could try Chevy Chase again. Bill Murray. I don't care. Someone from Saturday Night Live, except the new Saturday Night Live because they're not funny anymore.
John Belushi.
John Belushi?
Yeah.
He's dead. We get a call a little bit
Chris
earlier.
Farley.
Who?
Chris Farley.
Oh gosh, I love him. He's funny. Oh wait, he's dead.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, we need to get someone who's not dead. So, if you know someone who's famous, preferably comedic, because we don't want someone who's boring. And if they want to come on the Slade and Mayson show, just have them reach out to me. I mean, really, guys, you know how to get a hold of me. It's not that difficult to get a hold of.
Yeah, don't call me because it's like I don't answer the phone.
Yeah, he doesn't answer the phone, and he's a train wreck as it is. So, just reach out to us.
If you're famous, call us because we'd like to talk to you. And if you're almost famous, call us anyway because then maybe we can push you over the edge.
Yeah, or make you think about a career move. So
I want to show you misleading news here. Okay. Here's the story. The headline is Burger King chicken fries now come with metal.
Come with metal.
Yeah. All right. Now here's the story. Fox 43 says Megan Tomlinson of Manheim Township, Pennsylvania, is recovering from swallowing metal. She was eating Burger King chicken fries when she swallowed some metal after it cut her tongue. Megan spent 4 days in the hospital and underwent a CAT scan, an X-ray, and an emergency endoscopy. She had 3 pieces of metal stuck in her GI tract. Ugh. Megan froze her meal and has hired a lawyer. Sokolov, Burger King says that they are investigating how metal ended up in their chicken fries.
Yeah. The law finds a doughy chipman how. Good.
With a little bit of metal fries. A cold beer on Friday.
Careful.
Let's not get dinged.
No, we won't do that. Hey, let me ask you a question.
Okay, you and the plaid shirt.
All right. So, so you are right there in Virginia, and if you had a car and you had to drive to work,
about 30 seconds.
Yeah. If you had to, what would be the most amount of money you would pay for parking? It's not a trick question.
You're asking me a question now. I'm going to tell you. You know that I have one leg.
Yeah, but you still have another one.
I went to a performance at the John Paul Jones Arena in Charlottesville.
Mm-hmm.
Well, again, parking there is like $20.
Yes, $20.
3 blocks down, there's a 7-Eleven that would allow you to park in their parking lot. And then I could walk. And that's what I did.
Yeah, I would.
I was tired as all get out, and it was hot, so I was all sweaty. But I saved $20.
So how long was this program that you were there for?
About 3 hours.
All right, let me do some math here. Let's see how this equates. So 3 hours. Let's see, it's for 3 times. Let's go to 8 divided by 3 is 24. That's why they do 8 divided by 3.
By the way, he's our bookkeeper.
20. All right, so it's $53 times 20. Let's see, 53.33 times 3. That was it, 280. So figure. So about $14,930. We'll say $15,000 a year to park there if you had to. Okay, now in Hong Kong, there is a logistics tycoon named Johnny Chang. Okay, and he purchased in this is in of course Hong Kong. He purchased a parking space for his car because it sits outside of a 73-story tower in the financial district. And would you like to know what that was sold for?
What was that sold for?
Okay, mind you, it's 134.5 square feet, and it's sold for $969,000. So almost $1 million just to park a car.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking it must be good to be rich. I don't even think I've run through that much money through my hands. I don't know if I'll ever have that opportunity, but that's almost like a lot of money.
Do you know that by the time I had turned 38, I had made $1 million? And I can't, how much of it do I have? None.
Like 29 cents. All right. Mm-hmm. Hey, by the way.
No, I do have $1. Yes.
What? Who beeped?
What?
Did you beep?
Oh, that was me.
Oh, stop beeping.
Yeah, that was me.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
All righty. So,
wow.
By the way, the dating centers, they could be riled up in a couple days. Yep. Maria Butina. God. She's being released from prison. That's the convicted Russian agent. Florida. Release him from Friday. She's hot. Yeah. She knows 75 ways to kill you.
Let me get me some mint chocolate Twinkies and some Star Wars cereal and sit back and relax.
Oh, yeah. Come here, baby.
My baby Russian love.
Oh, my gosh. Hey, you know what? We still got a chance. 2020, there's a good chance we can have Hillary Clinton as our next president. You know why? Yes. Nope. She's already said, her advisors have said, if she believes that she can win, that she will run. Now, what the heck does that mean? All that means is like if she figures like, okay, let's see. We got Bernie Sanders. He's like 135. He just had a heart attack. If he gets a nomination, I'm going to come on board. I'm alive.
Again, that does bring up the point that not even though it's supposed to be anybody can become president, it seems to be that there's a great history of a lot of old white men becoming president.
Yeah, well, we know a little bit more about taking care of our people is what we're doing.
Oh God, you were talking about eating. I have a little ditty for you because it's almost time for us to end. I need 43 seconds.
You got 43 seconds. Go.
All right. Yeah, warm out today. Warm out yesterday too.
Even warmer today.
Met her on my CB, said her name was Mimi, sounded like an angel come to earth. When I went
when to meet her. Man, you should have seen her. Twice as tall as me, 3 times the girl. Oh, my fat baby loves to eat. A big old Buddha belly and her breast swing past her feet. My fat baby loves to eat. My big old fat ass baby loves to eat. I got blisters on me fingers!
Oh, my God. Well, with that in mind, guys. Oh, my gosh. Somehow, some way, we did it.
Hi, I'm JD Slade.
I'm Dan Mayson,
And this is the Slade and Mayson Show.
Boys and girls, we'll see you next week. Say goodbye, JD.
Time to go better, baby. Loves to eat, loves to eat. Bye, Mr. Mayson.
Goodbye, Mr. Slade. Quack, 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 quack. 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 I'm falling! I'm falling! I'm falling! And I can't get up!
Are they gone?
I don't know. I can't tell.
Hey, are you still out there?
Hey, did you actually listen all the way to the end?
I did.
Did they?
Yeah, I listened to the whole show.
Ready? Say, hi, Ted.
Hi, Ted.
Bye, Ted. See you next week.
Good night, Ted.
Good night, Ted.
Mm.
Ew.